Q-Tip time, everyone. It's me, Hamid Amari, aka the Qatari guy, and I'm back here again with another episode of Q-Tips alongside the one and only
Mr. Q, your friendly neighborhood Qatari.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
It's been a while. We are going to be talking about old memories from an ancient time in Qatar.
Back in the day, we're gonna be talking about...
Football!
Is that your Scottish?
Yeah. It's football me. So back in the day when I was a wee young man, we didn't have Nintendos, Xboxes. This is your kind of...
No, wait, I had Nintendo.
You had Nintendo? I didn't have a Nintendo. I didn't have anything. I had an Atari that my little brother used to play. I wasn't allowed to touch it.
You were the guy that used to go to people's houses to play on their Nintendo.
No, I was the guy that got them out of the house so we can play football.
Look at him. I remember when people would pass by my house and say it's time to play football, people like this guy over here, and we'd put on not our special gear or anything.
We'd actually take off stuff.
We'd actually take it off. We didn't have shoes.
Yeah.
We didn't wear sandals. We would go barefoot.
We would use our sandals as goalposts.
That's right. Oh, a rock. That was also awesome. Rock.
No, but we used to always get into fights about which rock was the one we used.
When you would score a goal, and you'd be like, no, man, we're supposed to use that rock. You're looking at that rock.
We're in the desert. A lot of rocks here.
There's a lot of...
There was no assigned pitch. So we would use anything we can to create a perimeter, such as a bin, sandals, rocks. There was no curb, but we knew where the street would end. So we went past that. You'd throw the ball back in. We would try and always not get it past it because then you'd have to run and get the ball. And the guy who owned the ball would always
he's the captain.
Yeah, he's the captain. He gets to decide everything. And if we don't give him penalties, he'll take the ball and go home and none of us will play.
If somebody was trying to drive their cars on that road, on that car!
Now, playing football in a thump could be quite hard.
This could happen. And to avoid that, this is what we used to do.
Now, the football field, or the pitch...
Field is being generous, by the way.
Yeah, only rich people have that. By that, I mean grass. We used to actually play a game. Like, you know the way you play cops and robbers and then you'd hide? We used to, play stoning. So, there was no bullets. You know, you didn't have a fake gun. You just pick up the rock and go, I got you.
I didn't know you when we were kids.
If we didn't have a road nearby your house, we'd use the nearest sand pit that was as flat as possible and had the least amount of rocks in it to be flat ground.
Because don't forget, we're not wearing shoes.
That was called a baraha. So we'd go to the baraha or the hota. A hota was someone's house that he just bricked the walls around and just left it empty. And we'd kind of hop the wall because the gates are closed. I hope he doesn't see this and then realize that it was us doing that to him all those years ago.
So you're the ones that making all that racket.
So those were our options to create a football pitch. Hota, the nearest road, or a baraha, which means what?
A barren land. Now let's talk about what we call football. In formal Arabic, it is kurat al-qadam,
which means ball of the foot.
Ball of the foot. Now we also cut that down to a shorter word, and we just say kurat.
Ball!
But you want to go play ball? Not that ball, Tim. The real ball. Finally, one word that I wanted to share with you all is timba. This is an old word that used to define what football is. We don't use it as often today. I should also say that back in the day, man, we would play video games and to go outside. It was not one or the other.
I would also like to add that video games back in the day were terrible. We had Pong. It was just two little things that went up and down and they went ding and ding. That is not exciting.
I really feel bad for your house, man. Why were you playing Pong when the Nintendo was out?
I don't know. It was called a normal childhood.
You know, no people throwing rocks at his head for no reason.
No, it was a game.
It was a weird game.
It wasn't. It was called like we were real police.
Wait, what was it called? What was this?
Rocks! That's it from us here today at Q-Tips. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe,
And ask us questions in the comment section below.
and the bell. Do something to the bell. Click on it.
You got 2 bells going on
Like
right
just click, and
Yeah.
then when we do this again, you'll know. I didn't have games when I was a kid.
I feel like I should buy him a rock. For a very special event related to football here in Qatar, check out the description below. We've got a link. Click it.
So every episode we do the comment of the week, and this week we have a comment from our previous video. LOL just means you have to do what I do now before I can wear my head wraps. I have 18 inches of afro hair. Time to get with that cornrow life and braid down the ting. 18 inches of afro. Did she measure it? Like, how did she do that?
Yeah, she
was
used a
like
measuring
just,
tape.
all right, we're gonna by June it'll be 20. Like, I'm happy using like a brush and then flattening it down and then buying bigger gaffias, and we'll see how far I take this. If you could kindly ask us more questions in the comment section below, and you could be featured in our next episode. Thank you, darling, and dears, and gentlemen and ladies, and children and mothers and fathers, drivers and teachers and pupils and doctors, and all professions out there watching this. I think you should ask us any questions that you think are related to Qatari culture, and then you should also be part of this show so that we can have more things to do and add value to our lives, so that we, between myself and he, could think that we are actually adding value, because we are really insecure, and your questions allow us to keep going. So please, please, don't switch the lights off, please, just click ask us questions so that next time we can ask more questions, so that so I can come back. You see, I will never leave. You can switch off all the lights. I'll still be here talking and asking people to ask us questions. Thank you. Hello? Hello? They've gone.